Hello, and welcome back again to Super Smash Fridays. Kind of. Actually, it's Saturday. I had a meeting for work on Friday this week, so we weren't able to do Friday specifically, but we're still doing a 3-hour Smash Arena, so just a day late. And then next week it will be Friday again. I was going to start this at 11 o'clock on the dot, but then I had the bright idea to have a cinnamon roll. So now I'm 15 minutes late and full of cinnamon roll. Let me grab my keyboard. My keyboard, which is definitely plugged in. Why is it not? Oh, enter. I want to create arena. Silly me. Go back to 8 because I played with some people earlier. I think I played friendlies with Wickersham the other day. No password. All right. And arena ID is 1v3VP. 1v3VP. Go ahead and put that into the bot command. You know who I haven't done in these yet? I haven't played my terrible sword fighter. Let me just scare away anyone who might want to play immediately. Anyone who would like to join, type !ID on Twitch, and you'll be able to get the room code, even though it's also on the screen right there. I don't think the command works on YouTube. Might need a separate bot for YouTube commands. Daniel. Hello, Daniel. Playing Sephiroth. I just had a conversation with someone on the Wickersham server about the apparently increasing number of people doing videos in that voice unironically. What I'm referring to is the Lava Canyon, the joke voice, the top 10 Smash Brothers player characters. I don't think that's the video, but that's the type of voice he uses, and now people are doing that like on TikTok. But non-jokingly. I thought I would have some invuln getting up. I did not. You know what? I'm just gonna back off. Let's do this. This is a good idea. I don't think my my terrible sword fighter is up to this task. Ah, I missed the ledge. Can I at least get one? That would be lovely. Okay, got one kill. You know what? I could do this. I'm not warmed up. That's it. Also, I'm distracted talking about Sephiriath. Somehow that hit me, but I didn't die from it. Alright, I'm willing to try that again, if Daniel's still the only one. Daniel is still the only one here. Alright. Let me try that now that I've remembered the character a little bit. And I'm paying full attention. I'm confident that I can lose slightly less. I didn't use Gale Stab at all that entire match. Which is gaining popularity among sword players. Used to be like exclusively Chakram that they would use. And Chakram is like extremely good. But Gale Stab is also like deceptively useful. That's the Ike side B. And it was it used to have a bug where if you used it to recover to ledge and hit someone on the way, you would lose the ability to grab ledge. But that was shadow fixed. They fixed that in one of the patches without listing it in the patch notes. Grounded hero spin is not worth much. I couldn't roll past that. I don't feel like he's playing particularly well. I think I'm just being terrible. I mean, I guess it's all relative, but... Also failing to react to every up special he uses. Isn't Sephiroth supposed to have, like, end lag on his moves? His down smash does not have that. I didn't shield quickly enough. And that's death. Well, I did lose slightly less badly, but that was still not a good performance. Hello, Just Lemon. Yes, this is an open arena. You can type ID to get the arena ID, or exclamation ID, or you can send the corner of the screen there. I'm going to switch to one of my regular dudes. Okay, well, I guess we are not going to see the next match because they started early, so, there you go. I guess it's my fault for not doing any warm-ups before these arenas, but man... 3, 2, 1, go! Every week I like to start, like, a little bit light, maybe on random, maybe on a character I don't play, and I don't get the chance to because the first person that joins the room is, like, extremely good. And this time it's not even a person who's extremely good, it's just a person who... I guess I'm just bad against... Yeah, I'm just bad. That's all that happened today. I'm surprised how many, like, Octaslashes this dude is getting off. They're all reads. He's waiting for the opponent to commit to something, and then by that time he's already started charging the Octaslash. I don't think it's even a particularly rewarding move, is it? I don't know how much damage Octaslash does. How much of the cast would you say you can play? Lemon Boy. I think I'm about an even 50-50 or so. Like, I'm happy if I get like 50% of the cast from random. Then the other half I'm not so happy. I wish you could get the Miis from random. I realize that would require some degree of, like, special logic to make work, but man, it's a shame that they're excluded. Even something as simple as the last Mii you used of each category. That would be fine. I would love that. You're not gonna counter that, buddy. I wonder if that's possible. I wonder if that can be countered by K. Rool. Not that it would do anything, other than I'd negate the damage. Ideally. There's a shield break. Maybe I'll still lose to this guy as one of my main dudes. Maybe that will make me feel better about my sword fighter. Oh. It's definitely an unusual Sephiroth. I don't see other Sephiroths using the neutral special or the Octaslash nearly as much as this guy. But it's not that he doesn't know how to play the character. He's still doing, like, the necessary neutral keep-away strategy. Maybe you could send it back with K. Rool counter. I don't think so. Maybe. Yeah, you're right. I think it does. I did think it does count as a projectile. At least stage 1 and stage 2. I don't know if stage 3 has a projectile or not. Because there's some... I kind of think of it in similar terms to Mii Gunner's Stealth Burst, which cannot be reflected in any way. But it's not exactly the same, because this one does have a projectile. Oh, we got people now. Hello, Lemon. Hello, Omni. Alright, well, we do have a rotation rule. So, if Daniel the Sephiroth makes it back to the person he just beat, that K rule, if he beats everyone in the arena, then he has to go to the back. So, FYI, Daniel, if you're listening. I think we can prevent that, though. He's also using just regular up special in neutral, which is surprising to me. I don't think I've ever seen that before. And I play with a pretty skilled dude who mains Sephiroth. Like, he's one of my regular training partners. This isn't something I generally think of with Sephiroth, but I do have to avoid committing with this guy because he's been good so far of punishing overcommitting. The reads. Read like a book. Oh, he's on the other side of me! Okay, interesting Octaslash. We knew that was coming. Fortunately, he missed. He came off with me. Alright, I take it back. This guy, he is good at the game. It was not just me being bad. If I could get a lead on him and force him to approach, that would just be swell. I think then I could deal with him, but I'm just... He's good at neutral. I cannot get in on this guy. Which is a good trait to have when you're playing Sephiroth. And you can't edgeguard Sephiroth. Down smash just does not have the end lag that I expect it to. Okay. Alright. Tied on stocks, but I'm way behind on percent. He sure likes doing that, which, yeah. I did that to myself. Because I don't really know what else to do in that situation. I think the, yeah, Daniel, no, not Daniel, the the K rule left. Hello, Congus. Sorry, it's not lemon, it's lemon.
3, 2, 1, go!
I discovered this week that baguette vending machines exist in France. I don't know the details, but it sounds like they bake the bread in the vending machine. Which, you know what? I could go for some vending machine bread. Why did I get slapped with 2 ad breaks with 4 ads each in a row? I don't know. I'm sorry that happened. I have the default, like, Twitch ad settings. And I don't have any control over the amount of ads, just like the control that Twitch gives us is we can either have scarcer ad breaks but longer ones, or more of them but shorter ones. So it's ultimately the same amount of ads no matter what you set it to. So blame Twitch for that. I just kind of assume everyone uses an ad blocker, to be honest. Oh, no, okay, they made it back. We have a Dunt, not a character that we see too often. I'm actually struggling to think of what to do in that situation where Sephiroth is able to set up his full power explosion when you're hanging from ledge. Well, specifically when Ganondorf is hanging from ledge. Because if I drop to avoid it, then he just comes to ledge and punishes my regrab. If I get up and shield, he comes in with a follow-up move and breaks my shield. And if I roll, then he's waiting at the distance to cover my roll. Is that just one of those things Ganon can't do anything about? Oh, we have a bot. Get out of here. Port. Alright, what'd I miss? Lemon is hanging in there. Speaking of Le France, I use my personal channel on YouTube to just archive stuff that is not on YouTube. Stuff that probably won't get like ID'd or people really care about. One of the things I put on there was the Wakfu OVAs, which can't the company on Kama has not given people any way to like purchase or watch them in any way. They're currently just floating out there, impossible to find. So I tracked them down and put it up, and this long diatribe is just to say that the third one is animated by Studio Ghibli, and that's pretty cool. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. That's right, we got a dunk because Lemon was on random. Lemon. Yes, I did report and ban the bot. Well, I don't think I want to fight either of these people. Granted, I won't. If Daniel makes the rotation, I won't have to fight him immediately. Oh, okay, he made it back. Wicker, I played friendlies with him recently, and he mentioned he's been playing some Slippy Melee lately. And it blew him away how much, how different the recoveries in that game were. Like, he got people off stage and they actually died. It's crazy, compared to some of the recovery distances in this game. Armored Core 4. I have never seen or played or heard anything of Armored Core. I remember hearing some talk about it like a couple years ago. There was like a new one and people were happy about it. It's just not a series I'm familiar with though. Oh. Oh, that's a sad way to end it. Oh, Armor Core 6. I'm sorry, I misread. Alright, well, Daniel, that is the whole room, so I'm afraid that is the rotation. We're not supposed to have this match. He's supposed to go to the back, but I guess I'll take one more crack at him, and if he doesn't leave for the next match, then I'll have to kick him. Hello, Lupus. Lupuse? Just gotta get a lead. Just gotta win neutral once. Against this guy, who has a good neutral and is playing Sephiroth. I don't think I've landed one flame choke on him yet. Okay, there we go. I have a lead. Now how is this gonna play out? Oh, come on! Okay, I'll take that. We both SD'd. Man, I could not get in time for Octaslash's end lag? Really? I suck. That one's on me. I looked at chat for a second. I knew he was gonna... This guy's gonna tech every time. He's not gonna miss a tech. I don't know why I attempted that. I was off the ground! Come on! My like, disappointed voice isn't like Darkside Phil. I just turn into Don Knotts. Yeah. Why do we say SD? It's self-destruct, is what it stands for. Just kite. Just keep away. Keep away and poke. I can't blame him. That's how the character's designed to be played, but man, it's annoying. It's annoying when someone plays this character, right? Why did I do that? What was I doing? Alright. Well, that was a match that shouldn't have happened anyway. Daniel, you have to go to the back of the line now. Otherwise, it will be a boot. I don't believe Daniel is, no, Daniel is not watching the Twitch chat, so, sorry. Them's the breaks. Alright, well now that he's gone, give me a moment. Let me switch to, let's do some random v random. I mean, y'all don't have to, but me and Lemon are gonna. Alright, let's go. Hello, Darian. How you doing? All the Armored Core music. I mean, it's fitting. It's not quite metal, but it's like epic rock-based stuff. I didn't really look up, I have a playlist of video game metal covers. I didn't really look up, like, rock covers. Which I guess I should have. I just assume anytime someone does an electric guitar cover of a video game song, they call it metal. Because that's usually how it goes on YouTube. Working on a commission for someone's Final Fantasy XIV character. Is this like, does that game have a, like a custom character creator? Do you use a custom avatar in that game, or is this just like an OC? Pretty sure. Okay, so you haven't played... What's the... Not counting... that... I'm brain farting the name. That Final Fantasy 1, like, reimagining thing. Not counting that. What's the highest number Final Fantasy game that you've played, Darian? I just kind of assumed you'd played all of them, but I guess that's, that's a lot of Final Fantasy. Especially when some of them are MMOs. Oh, she pocketed a reflected Gordo. I wonder if she can pick how it bounces when she unpockets it. Or if it's always... It seems to always be in the bouncing straight up and down state. Sky Sanctuary Act 2 in Jun Sonoi's style. Is that not the composer for that Sonic game that had Sky Sanctuary? Or was that a different composer? Maybe it's just the person saying they're doing it in the original style, which sounds kind of redundant, but some people on YouTube say that. I can see Isabelle schmoovin'. I can see her trying her damnedest. It's not going tremendously, but I respect the hustle. I can't tell if she's just mashing B, because she's pocketing every Gordo she can. But then she doesn't really utilize it after that. She just kind of drops them whenever. Just going to ledge, hoping for the best. Poor Isabelle. She can't do much. Oh, wait. When she unpocketed it in the air, it went more horizontally. Maybe she is choosing how to unpocket it. Maybe she can pick the angle. Dot. Hello, Dot. Fun fact. You know why the Animaniacs are called Yakko, Wacko, and Dot? It's because it's the two Warner Brothers, and then the third one is the Dot at the end of Warner Brothers. Dot. That's her. She's the Dot. Hey, congratulations, you win another random player. I knew he was gonna do that. I saw it coming and I just failed to jump. I mistimed the jump. Oh, he caught me with just the top. Okay, today I learned that hits ledge. Oh, if only that hit both sides. Yeah, get sorted. This sounds like anime music. This sounds like I should be hearing it in My Hero Academia. Or Boku no Hero Academia if you're like an ultra weeb. Not because you like the Japanese title, but because you insist on using the Japanese title in a series that spells out the English title in the logo in Japanese. Oh, that fire mist! Oh, I'm out of thunder. This deity likes to recover high, and that has now cost him 2 stocks. No! No! I lost my jump! Okay, I'm fine. I made it back because ultimate recoveries. Oh no, that was supposed to be arc fire. Am I still out of arc fire? Oh! Sorry. It is made by a Japanese guy. I didn't know that. Isn't that the one? No, that's not the one I'm thinking of with the like anime mech cops. That's not Armored Core. What was that? That was by Platinum Games. Whatever that was. Ah! I used fire, but his hammer was faster. Astral Chain, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. I am, by the way, getting confirmation that if Sephiroth is able to get his full charge ready at the ledge, Ganondorf is just screwed. There is nothing Ganon can do in that situation. This is Sky Sanctuary, yeah. Maybe Jun Sonoe is the, like, Sonic Adventure, like, modern Sonic composer? Is that what it is?
3, 2, 1, go!
Ganon doesn't deserve our pity, not after the pain he's... What pain? He hasn't caused any pain in Smash. Except to all the little Timmies of the world, I suppose. Jun Sonoe. Oh, Crush 40 is only 2 people. I didn't know that. He wrote a few jingles and music tracks for Sonic 3. Okay, so he was not the Sonic 1 and 2 composer. Or most of Sonic 3. So the Sonic Genesis composers were different dudes than Jun Sonoe. It was a good one. I'll add it to the playlist if it doesn't have like an outro on it. That's the problem I have with I end up having with a lot of covers on YouTube, is that they have like splash screens or 20-second outros, and when they have those things, I can't really put them on an autoplay playlist. Rockman 10 image soundtrack. It was kind of ballsy for Square to make Final Fantasy XI an MMO on the PS2. I don't recall knowing anybody who had an internet connection on their PS2. I guess it was ballsy, but I guess the thing to remember is that these are Japanese countries where the Japanese player base is a lot more condensed and localized, and probably on, you know, similar kind of network situations. That's been a comment people have made about Smash, is that the devs probably on some level thought that the online was fine, because if you are only playing in Japan with other Japanese people, it is more fine because you're close to everybody and everybody has good internet. Unfortunately, that's not the case with the entire world. Even then, though, the buffer in Ultimate is kind of a baffling decision. Especially now that Multiverses of all games has made me aware of the possibility of, like, users just being able to set their own buffer. I hadn't even considered that to be, like, something that could be possible, and now I'm mad that every game doesn't do that. Also new since last week, I've watched Waidu, the Mii Brawler player, put out a scathing video about Multiverses. He does good videos. I recommend Waidu's YouTube channel, but most of them are not nearly as long as his Multiverses video was. He did one on Nick All-Star Brawl 2 that was, I think, like 25 minutes. Multiverses was like an hour and a half of just a breakdown of everything wrong with the game and why he wants so badly for it to be a good game, and it's just not happening. What? I don't remember if I've asked this question before. If you guys could pick something, a company or whatever, to have a crossover platform fighter, what would you want? I think I'm caught between Shonen Jump, which has happened. We had the Jump Superstars and Jump Ultimate Stars series, which were purportedly very good. They were just never localized, and I've never played them, so I just have to take people's word for it.
3, 2, 1.
Shonen Jump would be cool, and Disney Channel would be cool. Which I know sounds weird, but with the number of series they've had in the past 10 years that are, you know, narrative-focused and have some action to them, Star vs. Amphibia, Gravity Falls, Owl House, I think a crossover game with those kinds of characters would be cool. To be fair to Ultimate, it's a combination of multiple buffers and delays. It is, yes, and that's what's frustrating about it. Oh, what was that? That was highway robbery. He did a fully charged donkey punch. Sorry, a barrel punch. And DDD's up tilt was unaffected and won the trade. What is this? Is this Sonic music? No, this is Astral Chain. This sounds like Sega music. Was Astral Chain a Sega game? No, it was Platinum. Well, Platinum is under Sega, so I guess that counts, yeah. Are they under Sega? Or who am I thinking of? Hello, that one Chica. How you doing? It's really jarring to hear modern Sonic music. I don't mean like Sonic Adventure modern Sonic music. I mean like Sonic Colors modern Sonic music. Because it's so electronic and so different from what either of the previous Sonic like styles have been. That's mean. That's nasty. It's alright. Congus made it back. I'm surprised he's struggling. Well, like Sonic Frontiers music. I guess, but like... There's music like this from Sonic Colors and Lost World in this game. Like, the Sonic games have been using this kind of style for a few entries now. Get him, Congus. You can do it. I don't mind buffers outside. I don't mind buffer outside the buffers in Smash since Brawl. So you're saying you do mind the buffers in Smash since Brawl, because that's all I'm really saying. I would be very curious to try Smash with like a 4-frame buffer. I want to know what that feels like. Also, that sucked. GG Congus, you put the effort in. Who did Lupu start with? I forget. I know I played them. Did Lemon? I did fight him already. Alright, Lupu's. You have to rotate then. I think Lupu's already hit A. Alright, just play another match with him. If Lupu's comes back to me, then they'll rotate.
3, 2, 1, go!
It's not a number Lupu's, it's if you beat everyone in the arena and you come back to someone that you've already beaten before. We do that so that one person doesn't dominate the arena just all day long, because then it gets frustrating and people leave and no one's having fun. But you're fine, just fight Lemon, fight the next guy if you win. We've gotten that question before, like it's a certain number. Is that something that other, like, arena streamers do? Does it rotate after, like, a certain number of wins? Ew. Don't think Lemon's having fun. This doesn't look like a pleasant sequence of events. Game tells you when it's been 5. I guess so, yeah. it was a typo. It meant no one has to keep track. I wonder if these two ever had a. I wonder if these two ever had a Fox Kids promo together. Mewtwo and DDD. Probably not. It's just funny because that is possible. That's something that could have happened. Okay, you're heading out. See you later, Lupoos. GG's. Alright, we got another random. Let's go. Oh, come on. Rigged.
3, 2, 1, go!
Look at me using Mac aerials. Because I clearly don't know how to play the character. I did not deserve that. That was bullshit. That was so unfair. KO Punch is stupid. Oh, I even did the side B to avoid the projectile, but it bounces high enough that it didn't matter. Where did jump go? What happened? Punch the rat. Yes! Random battles are also a contest of, like, us learning the characters over the course of the match. They're just getting a refresher on the characters. Like, obviously we wouldn't be playing random if we didn't know at least, you know, all the characters somewhat, but...
Pikachu wins!
Silent Line by Frequency. Is this something that's gonna get, like, claimed? Is this a video game track? I'm hoping and trusting that this is not, like, a known artist of some kind. Still from Armored Core, okay. We got a random Fox versus Omni, who I didn't see if Omni was random or if he picked Doc. Oh, I wish I could like Doc. I do like Doc. He's so much fun to play, but he just needs a recovery. I can work around Ganon's lack of recovery. I feel it with Doc. Between this and the electronic music, I'm reminded of something. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, let me just song request myself. I also kind of want to put on that, Sorry, my attention will be with you in a moment.
Fox wins.
Mission complete.
There we go. Good job, Random Fox. So this track is one that I only had because it was mislabeled on LimeWire like 2 decades ago as Mega Man music, which it's not. It has absolutely nothing to do with Mega Man, but that happened a lot on LimeWire. And then after it, I put in, so the Mega Man 2 soundtrack on Steam, I bought. And one of the bonus tracks is a, it's like an 80s anime version of the ending music. And it's really cool, so I put that on. We're doing metal with a little bit of electronica today. Is this another random, or did we get a true Robin this time? This is fitting music for these two vaguely medieval warriors clashing. Can you still call, like, Wind Waker medieval? I guess it's already kind of a stretch to call, like, regular Zelda medieval, but, like, it is. It's based off of medieval fantasy. It's just kind of gradually become its own thing over time. It also kind of varies between games. In the N64 era, like, what made Majora's Mask interesting in terms of setting, what set it apart from, like, Hyrule and Ocarina of Time, was that it was a lot more technological, as opposed to being, you know, magic-based. Hawktown had, like, mechanisms. It had the giant clock. As Great Bay Temple was all about gears and pipes and industry. And then that kind of went away for a while. Until Twilight Princess and onward, suddenly we had a precursor race in every Zelda game with ancient technology. That wasn't always a thing in Zelda games. That's more of a recent Zelda game thing. Deerseal hanging on, 156 with Toon Link. Oh, speaking of 80s anime, Goji showed me a link recently. There's two companies, Discotech Media and G-Kids, that have recently been picking up a ton of old anime licenses and giving them proper release, like modern releases, and that's awesome. I looked at their catalog on their website, and seeing all those covers made me happy. It makes me wish I had any disposable income so that I could give them all my money, but sadly that is not the case. They have they have multiple releases for Sonic X and Digimon, which are not that old. Those aren't really what I think of when I think old anime, but I feel the need to mention those just because it's kind of funny that the English versions were changed so dramatically that they needed multiple DVD releases. That's generally the case anytime they make video edits. Unfortunately, I don't think there was ever any kind of home media release for a lot of the Ocean Dragon Ball dub. Dragon Ball Z, rather. The one that was heavily edited and chopped up. Which some of you might say, how's that unfortunate? That's stupid. Who would want to watch the show that way? And yeah, it's not a good way to watch the show, but for preservation's sake, it's nice when every version of a show has, like, you know, an archival. Ooh. Robin's up air is deceptively strong. That's also how I got, like, both of my kills when I played him. And there's a dash attack. One stock, but Deerseal takes it. Is this Armored Core? It is The Answer. Armored Core tribute album. Oh yeah, random Bowser. DLC privilege versus online privilege. Let's go. I'm joking. I don't think Bowser is somewhat buffed online just by the fact that he's a heavy. I don't think he's particularly more buffed than any other heavy, though. Buffed in the sense that if he gets a stray hit from, like, online shenanigans, someone not being able to react to something, or so on and so forth, it's just worth a little more because he hits harder. That's true. Pyra does also hit pretty hard, with very large hitboxes to boot. Sweet intentional footstool, bro. It was awesome how you intended to do that, and you landed on her head. Remember, it's always intentional. I don't know how much I like this. It's fine. This sounds more professional than Sega music, but not as professional as, I don't know, Capcom music. Sega music is usually pretty corny. Oh, this is a fan-made cover, I see. Speaking of corny. Maybe corny's not the wrong word, because, like, Devil May Cry and Metal Gear Revengeance also have very corny music, but it is professional sounding music. It sounds like music that could have come from a rock band. Or, I guess, a nu metal band in Devil May Cry's case. Shoutouts to Sean McPherson. I guess they're both a little bit nu metal-y. Oh, Congus has this. It's the Bowser. It's the Dio Bowser. Ooh, what is this? I know what it is, but I don't remember. Oh, Battle Network 2! It's the gospel area. Is it alright if I request non-game music? If you're sure it's not something that's gonna get the YouTube video blocked in Germany. Or anywhere else. I make the joke because usually Germany is the place that blocks everything. So no, like, no actual artists or anime soundtracks studios can be really, really, like, picky about. Yes, well, we're streaming on YouTube, and I also archive all of my streams to YouTube. She went for the, Oh, what was that? Why did you dare, man? I was surprised she went for the side special at Ledge and not Pyra Dare. Oh, no! Good job, Congus. May we all be so blessed with the random luck. Generally stick to video game music, but if you're like educated and on the subject and you're sure that something is not gonna like nuke the video, then it should be fine. Go ahead and put it in. If I need to remove it, then I'll remove it. Also, you're up, by the way. Lie or liar? What is lie or liar? Musical artist.
3, 2, 1, go!
Trap metal artist. No, I think I want to. I'm sorry. I want to be safe and skip this one. They're not big enough to have a Wikipedia article, but they could still be like covered in the YouTube system. We can talk about metal bands. I'm happy to do that. Although I'm more of a, I'm mainly a power metal guy. But I do try to listen to a variety of things, so I have some knowledge of, you know, heavy metal, glam rock, new metal, a little bit of everything. I don't know if either of these are amazing characters to get from random. Because Piranha Plant is, well, Piranha Plant. And Mega Man, I hear a lot of people just say that they struggle to, like, wrap their head around how he plays. I seem to be the outlier, because I get Mega Man. He feels pretty natural to me, but I'm the only one I've ever heard of that opinion. Everyone else thinks he's very jank. I guess not having a jab takes getting used to, but I wish the other Mega Mans were skins. I know it's asking too much, I guess. But is it though? Because, like, they're in the game. They have models, because they're all in his final Smash. I guess it would just create too many, like, it would create too many hitbox issues. Like, they're slightly different body shapes, so there would be stuff that doesn't look like it should have hit that's hitting. Oh, it would be nice, though. I want to play as Mega Man.exe, and not as a Mii costume. Does Mega not have any kill throws? Can he just not do that? Throws are probably the hardest move in Smash to give a purpose to every version. Because there's only so much they can be used for. It's either a kill throw or a combo throw. Or a... well, forward throw and back throw are always inherently useful for positioning, but... that kind of relegates up throw and D throw to those two purposes. Assuming they want them to be useful, so... it would be nice if they could somehow get more creative with the throws. And give them more utility in some way or another. Like how Min Min's has the power-up mechanic. Do stuff like that. Give like weird buffs and things to throws. Make them all useful in some way. You can do it. I believe in you, Sakurai. I did skip the song, Lemon. I'm sorry, I wanted to be safe, because they seem like they could be in the YouTube system, basically. Also, this is a bad roll. I hate Lucario. Lucario is one of my worst characters. I'm gonna... If I lose this, please don't start the next match immediately, because I am going to swap characters after this. Me and my one move. Oh yeah, I know one thing Lucario can do. Side B. That's about it. Also, I am no longer damaged, so I no longer get to be a character. I also have not used Aura Sphere at all. Maybe I should do that. Oh, come on. I can get one kill. Let me grab you. Ah! Stay at ledge. Stand there and shield. No, death. Dash attack. Hit me with a pot. Alright. I'm going to change characters. Please do not start the next match, or it will not be seen on stream. Now, who am I going to switch to is the question. Maybe I'll do Brawler for a little bit. You know what? I usually do Muscle Butt. I haven't pulled out Morio in a while. Let me grab Morio. Let me make the foolhardy attempt of trying to play Brawler correctly with Shot Put and Thrupper. Alright, you guys are good. Funnily enough, the reason I started playing Mii Brawler was because I was so sad about Doc's recovery in this game. I wanted a harder-hitting Mario that could actually make it back to stage, so I swapped from Doc to Mii Brawler. Ironically, without Feint Jump, so, like, I wasn't even improving my recovery, to be honest. Final destination in the rotation. It should be. You're right, we haven't gotten it today, have we? Unless you just came to the arena, which... Did people remove FD? Are there people who just hate it, and so they remove it from their rotation? That seems a little bit like shooting yourself in the foot if you're trying to practice. Oh, we got FD when you're Bowser? Okay. Aside from the buffer, that's the other thing that I really hope is fixed or gives us a player option in the next Smash game is platform stickiness. They made platforms extra sticky in this game compared to previous Smashes because I guess they wanted to make doing down tilts on a platform easier. That's a good Bianca face. You see that Bianca face in the background? Blanca? Is that her name? There's so many options that Smash could have. Like, there's no reason that they're not player options, but we just don't get them. I don't know why they increased the game's native input delay from 4. Isn't it 4 or is it 5 now? Because I know there's 1 extra frame depending on the controller you use. Unless you weren't counting that when you said 6, in which case it's actually 7 for most players. Do I have chat? Yeah, I do have chat visible. Okay. Okay, 6 frames natively. So it is 7, if we're including the 1 from... I think like every controller input, except for Procon and original GameCube controller, I think pushes it over 1 frame of input delay for the controller. I'd have to look at the chart again. Which I guess that's not most players. Procon is probably the most popular control method for this game, right? That's been my anecdotal experience. I use a GameCube controller, as you can probably hear very clearly. An original GameCube controller, I'll specify, not a modern made one or a USB one or anything. Nope, the kind manufactured 20 years ago when they knew how to make controllers. And that's all I'll ever use until I am forced not to use it anymore. Partly because I'm used to it, but also largely because, man, I want Nintendo to be able to make controllers again. I want them to try. I know people say, oh, what about Procons? Procons are great, they have no problems. Which is a lot of people's experience. My experience is that both of the Procons that I've bought have come with snapback out of the box, so I have not had a good experience with Procons either. I appreciate a lot of the ideas that Ultimate has, but some of them feel either half-baked or not fully realized. When you say that, the things that come to my mind are the sticky platforms and the attempt to, like, limit crossing up that just made everything really inconsistent. What are some others that you'd think of, Congus? That was, speaking of half-baked ideas, that was something that came up in the Multiverses video. The fact that they have, like, a grand total of 5 normals per character. And this isn't a new conversation. I've made exactly the same complaints when I streamed Multiverses. And they're in the highlights videos that we've done of Multiverses. Where a lot of Smash clones try very hard to simplify the game by removing a bunch of moves and options like ledges and shields and tilts and things. Back moves. Multiverses doesn't have like back arrow or back tilts. Well, we don't have back tilts either. They don't have back airs. But then they contradict that by making the characters themselves, like, so convoluted and difficult to understand. Every character in that game has such a learning curve. So it's the worst of both worlds, where the characters don't have a ton of depth, but they're very complicated. It's the opposite of everything that you want in a platform fighter. Optimistic up special. Alright, Ketchup has pulled it out. Rest in peace, Omnidragon. I do really hate the body blocking. Again, it's the fact that it's so inconsistent in this game. Even Awesomenauts, the 2D platforming MOBA that me and Wickersham played for a long time. I'm pretty sure that's how we met, is through Awesomenauts. That game was like heavily criticized for a lot of its game design elements, but body blocking worked. It was consistent. It was like this, but without the cross-ups. You could body block people, and they would generally not be able to get through you if you did it right.
3, 2, 1, go!
Ketchup, the red Kirby. I think Ketchup was here last week. I recognize Ketchup. It's annoying when I'm lid trapping, then the opponent rolls, but they could pop out behind me. Imagine it was character specific. What if that was a character's gimmick that they could body block? How annoying would that be? If every character in the game you could just, like, walk through, but then there's Ganondorf and he's just a wall. That would actually be kind of funny. Ooh, nice tech. Feel like they wanted the mechanic to help the fighting game characters, as they tend to benefit from body blocking shenanigans. Maybe. I bet they'd have Kazuya have it as an exclusive mechanic. You think so? I wonder how much of his kit is going to return in the next game, assuming that they get him back. Which is an assuming, but I don't know, in terms of the characters that are likely to return, I feel like the only companies that may not play ball are Square. Which, they're Square, come on. Square are the worst with trying to, like, license their stuff. So, Square characters are the least likely to come back. Not all of them, at least. And, Namco Bandai can sometimes be a little bit difficult. Ketchup putting the work in. He is Kirby though. This could still go either way if Deerseal gets a couple hits in. Ooh. There it is. Ketchup wins. Air dodges bouncing off the ledge instead of grabbing it can be kind of irritating. Bouncing off. You mean like teching, or do you mean like you air dodge into the ledge and the character just doesn't grab it? I'm so sad that the Baki and Tekken thing was a ploy. That was a big like hoax. I guess it's not that surprising, but man, would have been cool. I guess, because like then also Baki himself is not a very interesting character. And the dude who everyone would want, Yujiro Hanma, the giant dude. Like, you put him in Tekken, and then suddenly he's losing to people, and that kind of defeats the purpose of the character. As this impossibly strong guy who never loses to anyone at anything. So, yeah, I did make sense that it was a hoax. I am still cautiously optimistic about Tenkaichi 4, Sparking Zero, I think it's called. Though on some level, every time that... There's a couple voices that have been replaced in modern Dragon Ball, and every time I hear them, it just feels wrong. Not that they are wrong. I'm too used to the corny Funimation dub Dragon Ball. So Dodoria has a new voice in Sparking Zero. I've gotten used to the new Frieza. I think Damon Mills is doing him now. But at the same time, every time I imagine Frieza saying something in my head, it's always Linda Young. It's also why I don't think I can see myself ever watching Dragon Ball Z Kai. Not that there's anything wrong with it, I can't deal with the new voices. I hear Luffy Gohan and it sounds wrong, and my brain goes, ugh, no, change it back. I thought Ketchup played Kirby last time, but maybe not. I guess they're also on random. It seemed like such a perfect Ketchup character, because they got the red, you know, the Ketchup-y Kirby. But now they're Cotton Candy Wario, so I guess not. Do I have the F-Zero Rainbow Road in this playlist? F-Zero Rainbow Road. For those of you unaware, F-Zero X had an expansion on the short-lived, ill-fated Nintendo 64 DD disc drive. And on that expansion was a cover of Rainbow Road in the style of F-Zero. And that's pretty cool. So let me put it on here. There you go. I actually watched Kai first. A lot of people did in this day and age, especially because Kai was on Nicktoons and then later on Adult Swim. Well, I guess I don't know if being on Nicktoons is necessarily a vessel for a lot of people to watch something, because that was a premium cable channel. I didn't get those. I was a broke kid. We didn't get Disney XD or Nicktoons, so I missed all of that. Oh, there goes ketchup.
Sora wins.
I didn't realize it was Luffy until a year later. It wouldn't be so jarring if Colleen Clinkenbeard had other voices, but it's really just Luffy. Like, that's her guy voice. Her little boy voice is just Luffy every time she does a character. Hello, Skate Brand. SK8, the skate robot. Oh, I love that guy. No one's gonna get that. No one watches our streams.
3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, here we go. Wow, it feels like I picked this character forever ago, and I'm just getting into the arena. Also, it's Congus' Sora. Oh, what is this delay? Wicker's arena isn't usually like this. This feels worse than usual for some reason. I'm not sure why it would. I'm sure Congus feels it too. Oh no! That was dumb of me. That was supremely el stupido. Leave me alone. Ah! Would have been cool. I don't know what I was hoping for out of that. Well, I know what I was hoping for, but it was a dumb hope to have. There was no way that was gonna work. There's 8 people here, so it's probably spectator delay. It's not usually this bad with 8 people in Wicker's arenas, though. It wasn't this bad last week either, but maybe, I guess. Oh no. No, 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 no. How come Thrupper didn't kill from the ground? It's like I'm not doing it right. I heard this move was broken. It's not working for me. Congus is dropping so hard. With dropping combos? Yeah. I'm never gonna hit Sora off stage with shot put. He's so squirmy. Oh, come on! No! That was supposed to be a faint jump to the right. What happened?
Sora wins.
Man, I gotta wait 8 matches for another chance. Such is fate. 'Tis the way it goes. Input. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Congus. It's like, it's way worse than usual. Usually someone being wired or not does not affect whether there's extra input delay.
1, go.
That's more of a thing with inconsistent connection, which would cause the stuttering type of lag. Usually extra input delay means extra distance, or extra ping, rather. Hero and delay. Speed read. That's a complaint I've heard from a lot of people. The fact that hero spells are in text instead of being like symbols. Creates a language barrier for players. Not online, but offline. I have Twitch open, so let me just go ahead and wait for this ad to end. Do you guys have any crackbot characters that you've wanted in Smash over the years? Oh no, what was that? When I was young, the character that I wanted, that I knew would never happen, was Tony Hawk. Due to the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games. Which are very arcadey games. He wouldn't just be some dude. I'm sure, especially if he were introduced in Ultimate, he would have some kind of trick or combo system that had like a meter or some sort. Could be cool. It's just the absurdity of having an actual person in Smash Brothers. That would be like having LeBron James in Smash Brothers. How crazy would that be? That'd be stupid. I think I'd heard there was very briefly consideration for James Bond in Smash because of GoldenEye. But maybe that's hearsay. We do know there's like an item. I think is it the mine is based off of GoldenEye? There's some item introduced in Melee that was initially based off of GoldenEye on the N64. The James Bond game. Cartoon and anime characters. Okay, see you later, Congus. What is a crack pick? I guess a character that you realize would never actually be in the game. Like, there's absolutely no way this will ever be added. But, man, I think it would be cool, even though it's never going to happen. I was actually, not Shin Megami Tensei, but I was kind of thinking... I was kind of expecting a Toho character for a DLC in this game. Mostly because Japanese companies tend to, like, give priority to working with other Japanese countries, or companies, which is part of why there's so few, like, Western video game characters in Smash Brothers. I think Banjo was the first one. Not counting the fact that, like, Rare invented Diddy Kong, but, like, the franchise, the Donkey Kong franchise is still from Nintendo, the Japanese company. Mickey Mouse. Okay, you say Mickey Mouse. I have to assume you're talking about like Kingdom Hearts Mickey, right? Or is this from like Epic Mickey? Is that why you wanted him? I feel like the last thing that would have wanted anyone to put Mickey Mouse in Smash Brothers is the actual Mickey Mouse cartoons. Just an amalgamation of Mickey versions. Okay. Interesting. He has fans. Obviously, Wickersham, you know, loves the character. I've never really been able to understand it. But I guess that's just because I never saw Mickey Mouse cartoons as a kid. They didn't show them like they show Looney Tunes on Cartoon Network. The only times they ever really showed Mickey Mouse cartoons was on House of Mouse. So I didn't really have any, like, exposure or connection to the cartoons. And more so, I just see Mickey as this, like, corporate mascot character as opposed to a cartoon character. Toho is more or less an indie. It is, however, it's a Japanese indie. And that's why I thought it was, like, probable. And it would be, like, incredibly toxic, but also very funny for me to imagine a character that's just surrounded by a storm of 100 projectiles at all times. Like, all her attacks shoot out 10 projectiles, and they all do like 0.1% each with no stun. God, imagine. Master Chief is popular and I think very possible. I don't think Master Chief is a crack pick at all. He's like one of the top 10 most likely to be added in the future, I feel. He does have the fact that he's a Western character going against him, but hugely iconic, represents a genre and playstyle that is not in the game yet, which Sakurai loves. He loves characters that can bring a new style of play to the game. And he's got the full support of, like, his owners. Microsoft has said, hey, put him in. We'll support it. There is almost no barrier to Master Chief being in Smash other than Sakurai or whoever makes the proper decisions to decide to do it. Japanese indies didn't really get in either. Like, what is there besides Toho and, I don't know, like, Yume Nikki? Are there any, like, iconic, globally known... What other Japanese indies are on the level of Toho, is my question, I guess. Because even though we're talking about indies, we're still talking about a Smash character. We need a series that is, like, video games. We need a series that is video games. You know what I mean, though? A series that everybody knows to be a Smash character. That's not a hard and fast law, but it definitely helps. Hello, Glow Squid. I have created a god. What god have you created? Is it a me with a messed up face? Because if so, I'm sorry to say, you're not the first person to have that idea. That is a very common idea. Oh yeah, metal other side. I wonder if there's a metal version of Sweden. Surely not. Most Minecraft music is very non-conducive to metal remixes. I played Super Valis 4 on the SNES online, and having a female sword protagonist that isn't just a clone could be cool in Smash, but that series is essentially dead. I've never heard of that series. Female sword protagonist. I mean, when it comes to female characters, I'd love Linkle. A lot of people would, but, you know, not gonna happen. Not made by Nintendo. And how mad would a lot of Zelda fans be if we got a Zelda character that wasn't one of the big three, and it was a non-canon character? A lot of people would be happy about Linkle. A lot of other people would be mad, though, I'm sure. I mentioned wanting a Disney Channel, like, narrative tune crossover game. If that were to happen, I'd figure Anne from Amphibia would be the swordy type character. I'm sad that Zelda doesn't get to use a sword more often. She was awesome in Hyrule Warriors. I love playing as Zelda in that game. And she had a sword in Twilight Princess, but she never used it. You know, she just surrendered immediately. That's also why I'm a little disappointed that the combat in a new Zelda game, Echoes of Wisdom, is so indirect. Input was making me move all weird. Yeah, we're having input delay issues. Maybe it's just one person who lives, like, on the opposite side of the globe, and we don't know who it is. And maybe when that person randomly leaves the arena, it'll all be okay. Female sword characters. Besides Lucina, okay, ones that aren't clones. Do any Final Fantasy games have, like, female main protagonists? I think, in Dragon Quests, a lot of Dragon Quests, the hero can be either gender. It's just we only got the male ones in this game. I know there's a female version of this particular hero. I think is Dragon Quest III is this one? Cave Story? Yeah. Cave Story is well known enough. I don't know if it's, like, as in demand as, like, Shovel Knight or something, but yeah, it's a candidate. It's also just a single game, though. Like, the Cave Story series is Cave Story and remakes of Cave Story, right? There's not, like, a Cave Story 2 or anything. Whereas Toho is, like, a giant multimedia franchise with 20 games and anime series and plush stuff, merchandise. Also, I put in that Rainbow Road F-Zero thing, and I completely spaced. I talked through it. I'm racking my brain now. I really want to think of like a female weapons main character. It has to exist. I don't really play a lot of RPGs is the thing. Which that's usually the type of game that sort of character would appear in. This is an anime character, not a video game character, but Lena Inverse would be cool in Smash. Just in terms of a gameplay perspective. I don't want them to start adding anime characters. Ooh, nice spike. But if we were to get one, that would be a character who's, you know, powerful magic and a sword. It's a very similar type of character to Hero, I suppose. Odysseus, without the eus. Are we going to count visual novels as video games? They could add, like, Saber from Fate. Is that going to be our female sword character? I don't know what Fate was. I think it was a visual novel first. Well, no, we have... Well, hold on. We have Pyra and Mithra. They're not clones. I mean, they're clones of each other, but they're also both, like, original female sword characters, so... There's at least one of them in the game. Ooh. Fate might have a chance in Smash 6. Imagine the uproar. I'll tell you what happens if a Fate character gets a... If, like, a Fate main character... Let's say, what are the ones? It's Saber and, like, I guess Saber's like the main one, right? But you know that if that happens, all the non-Fate fans are going to be mad that a visual novel character is in Smash. And all the Fate fans are going to be mad that it's not Astolfo. And all the Astolfo fans are also going to be mad because the Astolfo fans have never played a Fate game. Alright, Random Luigi versus SK8 Hero. I was just gonna say something and now I've spaced it. I still kind of want Bomberman, but I also don't think that he would play the way that I would want him to play. But I don't know. That's kind of how I feel about a couple characters. Like Rayman, because I'm only a fan of Rayman 1 and not any of the rest of the franchise. And Paper Mario, I would only want his moveset to reference the first 2 games and none of the others. But I know that would not be the case with any of these characters, so... If it's a character that I only like 1 or 2 games of, I have to make peace with the fact that if they were added to Smash, their moveset would not revolve around the 1 or 2 games that I like. Okay, see you later, Lemon. Luigi on screen. Spooky music. Oh boy, this Luigi character. Well, it's random. Ketchup is on random. Having a knight from Castle Crashers. That would be neat. I don't know if that game is, like, remembered enough these days. As much a fan of it as I am. But also, I'm worried, like, if they were in Smash and designed around the way they play in Castle Crashers, I'm worried they would be another, like, easy bait combo character, like Bayonetta or Sora, where everything is just designed to link with as little effort on the player's part as possible. Because that's what Castle Crashers is all about. It's about very long, like, uninterruptible, very not designed for PvP combos that you can't get out of. Sora's links are super hard. The extended combos, yeah, I acknowledge that, but more that even someone who doesn't really know what they're doing with Sora will get, you know, 3+ hit combos, because those are designed to just automatically link into one another. We'd also have to, like, you'd have to pick one of the knights, which, how do you do that with Castle Crashers? Unless it's like Grey Knight and they randomly have elemental magic, I suppose. Ew. I didn't like watching that. I guess it could be like a stance thing. Like one of your moves changes which knight you are. That'd probably be the way that they would have to do it in order to sufficiently represent Castle Crashers. Let's imagine. Let's say, like, up special would be magic jump, right? Maybe neutral special would be the projectile, and side special would be the burst. Oh, I get down special. I guess that would leave down special for changing between them. Yeah, that could work. He's got to have the arrows, though. He's got to have the bow and arrow. As, well, I don't know what that would be in his moveset. Oh, no. All right, this person is playing a very safe neutral game, very keep away. Not pokey like Sephiroth, but oh, the sword interrupted my up smash. Get out of here. No! That didn't kill? Man. Alright. Maybe. No, he's not gonna fall for it. He knows that he knows I wants the suplex side. Missed the ledge. This is another one of those types of players where I wish I could just get a lead on him so I could force him to approach, but that's not going to happen. Oh, no! Yeah, just right into that. That was just me being bad. Maybe if Necromancer gets in as an Echo, is a different down special. Yeah, that definitely sounds like a crack pick. I don't think there would be any conceivable chance of, if Castle Crashers got in, of them... hold on, don't start the next match, please. I'm going to change characters. Or it will not be seen on stream. Yeah, I don't think there's any chance of, like, if Castle Crashers get added, of them also getting an Echo character. Well, I guess we're not going to see the next match. That's alright. That's alright, Brandon. The other person... Mr. Ganon PFP is probably not watching the stream. Mind me, I'm just Googling. Did you guys know that in France, there are bread vending machines? That's right. I mentioned this earlier, but I wanted to show them on screen that yes, you can get a baguette from a vending machine in France. And you know what? That sounds alright. Kinda makes me want to move to France, just saying. There's actually a lot of reasons that I would like to live in France. but sadly, A, I don't speak French, and B, they are not as desperate for people to move there as other countries are, so there's not really any move to France programs. How often do you think they replace the bread? My understanding is that the machine makes the bread daily. Like, it's fresh bread. It's not just like stored in the machine and then heated when you get it. So I guess like the dough has to be kept fresh in some capacity, but I don't know. You'd have to look up how exactly it works. I think Brandon ends the rotation on me. Oh, they just left. Okay, well. GG's. See ya, Brandon. Ballad of the Goddess. Love this one. Hear the roar of my full force gentleman jab. Diddy Kong. Is Deerseal still on random? I think Master Chief is a lot more likely in a Smash game than like Gordon Freeman, who, like, those are probably the biggest three candidates for a representative of the FPS genre. Are Master Chief, Gordon Freeman, and Doomguy. Which of those, Gordon Freeman seems by far the least probable. Just because I don't know, PC gaming is kind of insular in that way. Like, I don't think as many people will have heard of him, despite being obviously a huge franchise. I don't think as many, like, common folk will have heard as Gordon Freeman as will have heard of the other two. And also, he kind of has, like, a more boring design than the other two. And he doesn't look on the surface like an FPS character, unlike Space Marines. Gordon Freeman, you kind of have to know who he is and the game he's from in order to know that he's a shooter character. Otherwise, he just looks like a dude with glasses. I think I looked this up and mentioned it last week's stream, but there was an instance of the Gary's Mod creators getting a claim from the owners of Skibbity Toilet for using their character. Now, I'm sure that was an algorithm thing. I'm sure it was automated and not that they actively decided to, like, make that fight. It's just funny that it would happen. Especially because it's not specifically either of their characters. It's the G-Man from Half-Life. Yo, we got Lelouch. Lelouch v. Britannia in a Joker mask, hanging out in the arena. I figured Deerseal played a character like Diddy. Oh, they're not on random anymore. Okay. Ketchup, still rocking random. I have faith. I think Ketchup can do it. surprised they didn't make Miss Pac-Man an alt. I am also kind of surprised, but I'm gonna get this wrong. I know there's some history to Miss Pac-Man, because, like, she was originally made by, like, a branch or like an indie dude or like a contractor or something. She wasn't an original invention of Namco. And then, like, Namco sued them and gained the rights to them. I know I'm getting those details wrong, but I feel like due to the history, Namco probably doesn't like the character or doesn't feel like it's their character. I feel like that would probably have something to do with it. They were already so, like, ridiculously strict with the way Pac-Man was to be represented. What a tragedy Pac-Man and Sonic's skins in this game are. All because Sega insisted that Sonic had to be blue, and probably couldn't wear clothes. That was probably part of it. I don't know if they would put him in clothes even if they had the chance, but I don't know, what, like, the Sonic Boom outfit? And Pac-Man couldn't even change his color. All they were allowed to change on Pac-Man was the color of his gloves, in terms of making alts for him. It's just kind of baffling the way some of these companies think. Like, if they change his color, people suddenly aren't going to recognize that's Pac-Man, that's our character, we own it. Granted, Pac-Man would not look very Pac-Man-ish if he were not, like, a shade of yellow, but there had to be something they could do. Does he have, like, outfits in the Pac-Man, like, World games or in Pac-Man 2? Put a scarf on him or something. The alts in Smash are just all around really disappointing. Which, again, I seem to be, like, the only person who holds that opinion. But man, when you compare them to some other games that aren't just, like, that aren't mostly recolors, I'm even fine if they're just texture edits. Like, Mario's America outfit is really cool. I'm not expecting every alt to be like a whole new character model or anything. That would be unrealistic, but, like, more than just a Photoshop recolor for 99% of the alts in the game would be nice. Relative to standards today. I mean, if we're talking like Smash 64, yeah, it's obvious why they would have to use recolors, but in Ultimate, I'm thinking even like the Dragon Ball Z games on the PS2, those were, what, 10, 15 years ago? And we got cool alts like Ginyu in the Goku outfit, or what do we have? Yamcha in a suit. I loved Suit Yamcha. Hyrule Warriors was like the highest possible standard for alts because every one was a reference to a different video game incarnation of the character. Or even a completely different character. Like, Zelda had an Ilia alt, and it was adorable. Oh, it was the wrong way. Bowser, please. Armor didn't come out fast enough. Dungeon fighter again. I keep hoping he'll do the spin into me after that, but he keeps Hadokening instead. Oh, okay. He's still not out yet? Get out of here. That was closer than it should have been. I can tell Ketchup doesn't really know how to play this character, but he's still holding his own against my main, and that upsets me. It's alright, I just need to get used to the random Ryu, that's all. Platform. That was supposed to be a tilt. There we go. Come here. Let's go. You and me. That was stupid of me. That was my fault. No, you can't. Oh, not enough? I want to be fancy. I want to use Bowser Bomb, but I'm gonna die if I do that. They could do costumes with different colors, like most fighting games. What do you mean? Costumes? That's what they already do. It's weird how inconsistent they are with the quality. Some are fire, and then you get alts that make the one that makes Lucario look like a spoiled watermelon. You want to talk about baffling alt color decisions? Let's look at shiny Pokemon. Who the fuck is getting paid for that? So many of them are awful, and like everyone agrees that they're awful, but they just keep happening. Like, Gen 2 in particular had it bad because of just the way that shinies worked with the color palette, which a lot of them have changed since then. But then we continue to get them that are just like so uninspired or just plain ugly color combinations. And ones like really bad offenders in recent games, like Mousehold, that is like so similar you could never, ever, ever see it on the field. And what's another really bad one was not Ceruledge, the other one, the Samus Mega Man looking one. I think Ceruledge too. Like, the shiny only changes the color of the eyes and not any of the rest of the Pokemon. It's really bad. Oh, this is a medley. Oh no. Oh. The shell invulnerability saved my ass there. Couldn't save me there though. out of here. Poor Crom and his poor vulnerable recovery. All right, 77%. Man. Still win this. Nope. Cross counter. Yeah, get out of here. Die. Yes. KO. Close one. You know how Sora has the ultimate form costume? What if there was another color variation of that? I guess. Like, you're still talking about just a color change, though. Like, yes, we could have alts of existing costumes and alts of other costumes, but... I don't think that would be significantly different than what we have now. I just want less recolors, period. I want unique outfit textures at the very least. Alright. Come on, Loosh. Lelouch. Loosh bag. Go ahead, Gios me. I dare you. I'll show you power, the king. Just part of being Bowser is being combo food. It be what it be. What is the Arsene plan? It's lots of F smashes and bear. That's his bear that he likes to use, right? The spot dodge. The end lag. Where is it? It's supposed to be there. Oh, how long does that counter last? Man. That feels a little bit like... That counter felt a little bit like robbery. I'm cool with everything else this guy's doing. I didn't like that, though. Maybe we'll just hang out. Maybe we'll just wait for that to go away. Maybe that's the plan. The gun interrupted my smash attack. Not getting 3-stocked at the very least would be nice. Okay, we're good. I can do this, guys. I'm gonna make a comeback. Okay, maybe not. Should I change again? I'm gonna change one more time. So please do not start the next match. I don't know if Lelouch is listening to this. Monster the snake. Let me finish off with Ganon. Alright, thank you. You're good. We got about 25 minutes left today. Sandy is playing Awesomauts again. A little tempted to join him. I played with them the other day. Well, the other day, it's probably like a week ago now. And, Awesomauts, for those of you who are unfamiliar with the game, is a 2D platforming MOBA. So it's the closest thing to, like, Smash Brothers as a MOBA game. Very cool idea. It was very fun, despite, like, some balance issues and the community generally agreeing that the devs kind of mishandled it most of its life. They went under. Their servers are now down, but the game was, like, down-patched to the version before they had servers and is now running on the Steam servers and has a total of, like, 40 players. Which isn't a lot, but, you know, it's more than some games. It's enough to fill matches at the very least, so, Atari bought the rights to all of the developers' properties a little while ago. The Ronimo Games is the developer. And supposedly they've gone on record saying that they intend to relaunch the Awesomauts servers, which would be very cool if that happens. You know, fingers crossed. I'd also like another game, you know, just like that. I would love to have a like an active Smash Brothers type MOBA. Even though MOBA is not usual in my genre. I loved Awesomauts because it was, you know, 2D platforming. But there's just it's one of those games where sadly there's just nothing else like it, and now that the game is gone, there's no replacement. You know what other game puts, like, Smash's ults, like, to complete and utter shame? Multiverses. The game does, like, pretty much everything else badly, but ults? A+. You have to pay for them, which is why they, like, have effort put into them, I'm sure, but, man. I would pay for DLC ults in Smash Brothers. I'd pay a few cents for an ult I like. I'm kind of surprised they never did that. A lot of people think that's the only reason that Miis are still a thing in Smash, is because they're an opportunity to sell DLC in the form of costumes. Which, yeah. Do it with characters, too. Give me like a Wind Waker Ganon alt. I'll pay 50 cents. It seems like a relatively easy and relatively obvious money-making opportunity that they're just not doing. Maybe they're worried about like the implications. Like people will think, oh, of course, Smash is doing microtransactions. Like it'd be bad PR or it'd be like a slippery slope thing. I mean, it wouldn't be microtransactions because it will. I guess it would be. Usually when I think microtransactions, I'm thinking of like buying in-game currency, which just seems like an unnecessary extra step when I could just go to the store and spend 50 cents on the eShop. That's just take out the middleman. That's fine. Omni, that was a good effort. You almost had him. I can't believe the Joker stopped mashing just when I thought he should. Yeah. He's a good player. That, who was the person we had last week that was... It was the Min Min. The Min Min didn't come back this week. Which is, I guess, for the best, because none of us could touch them, but, maybe they were expecting us to do the stream on Friday again. Maybe they assumed that because it didn't happen yesterday, it wasn't happening at all. Again, for those who missed why we were streaming on Saturday, it's because I had basically bus driver training yesterday. It's something we do once a year, and it just happened to fall on a Friday. So next week, and I think the week after that, will be on Friday again. School will be starting up again before the end of the month, so we may miss the final Friday. Don't tell anybody, but I'm actually planning to meet Wicker at the airport at the end of the month because he's going to pass through my state. Most Jokers I face are way too reckless. Yeah. He does feel like a character that can just get away with mashing a lot of the time. Oh, nope, not enough. There's another one like Lavender Town you wouldn't necessarily think would work, but never doubt. Everything works in metal. Ooh. Another stock. Deerseal is taking it. Still at 3 stocks versus Lelouch, now down to 1. And they're, okay, down to 2 stocks. Oh, tech to the back air. Deer Seal is still in it. Well, obviously, Deer Seal's winning. Oh, not enough. Bad angle. It's a shame Wicker kind of dropped Diddy. It was fun to fight him with multiple characters, but he's down to pretty much just DK these days. Diddy is hard, I guess. Lelouch gets another stock, 147 to 0. And there it is. Just a Randy up smash on platform. Decides it. I think Diddy is hard to master, but I don't think he's that difficult to play casually. I don't think his skill floor is particularly high. With how he's doing so much other things, I guess, but like, how much time do you really want to dedicate to Smash Brothers? I guess if you have fun doing it, sure, but if you're not having fun, I don't think there's really a point in getting that good at this game, because you will never, ever profit off of a Smash Brothers career. Nintendo has made damn sure of that. I mean, I don't know how profitable other fighting games are either. It depends on the game and the size of the community, but I think a lot of players like lose track of why they're playing this game and get really, really heated and into getting better when you stop and think about it, there's not a lot of reason to. That's kind of why I don't take competitive too seriously, or why I don't try harder than I feel is healthy for me to improve at this game. I try enough. Ooh. Ketchup had an early lead, but Deer Seal has pulled it back, got a stock off. That's another ketchup-colored character from Ketchup. It's just a coincidence, because they got the Ketchup Kirby from random earlier. That was not a character they chose. Doing another, like, soft metal song back to back. What is this one? Oath to Order. It can be hard to play the game casually if you, like, the only people you have to play with are, for lack of another word, sweaty. That has, excuse me for a moment. Sorry, I had to sneeze. That was my experience trying to play Slippy on Melee. There was just the only people left playing that game are so incredibly good at it that trying to come in from the ground level again feels impossible, because you don't have anyone of a similar skill level to play with. Now, granted, that might have been my fault for playing. I think I played like an unranked mode. Maybe if I played ranked, I would have actually been matched with people like closer to my skill level, but I don't know. It also might be there are more people playing it now than there were then. I don't know what the Slippy player base is currently like. I would love to go to more events. I would love to go to any events if I had the time and the money to do so. I think a lot of players who are able to do events don't... I'm going to sound kind of toxic saying this. I don't think they recognize how privileged they are for being able to do so. For having the spare income to, you know, spend $20 on tournament fees that they probably lose every week. Unless they're, like, good enough to win really consistently or win money matches. And also the freedom of just having the free time away from work or having to take care of a family or whatever they do to drive an hour or 2 hours to, you know, a local or a major event even and do these things so regularly, because I don't have that luxury. I wish I did. I don't. I don't think I've played this game offline since that one stream that I had Elf King over. That I realize in retrospect was a little... I probably shouldn't have done that, because I don't think he realized that we were planning to stream. And that caught him kind of off guard. He played a lot worse than he usually does in that stream, as a result, I think. Oh, oh, I don't like that. He knows what he's doing. And that upsets me. Why did I do that? You know what? I thought that I would be lower after dropping through the platforms. It was the sticky platforms. It took me like a couple frames longer than I expected to fall through the platform, and that's what did me in. If I had fallen a couple frames longer, I would have been at a height that would have hit Diddy. Oh, God! Wow, I feel bad about myself. Diddy Kong just won the arena. That was rough. Who did Deerseal start with? Was it Omni? Or was it Lelouch? Lelouch, okay. So if Deerseal wins this one, that will be the rotation. They'll have to go to the back. Normally we would have 5 minutes left, but I would like to... I want to play one more match against someone who is not Deerseal, so let's keep going until I come around again. Man, if I did a little worse, that would have been a JV4. Was that an intentional wall jump? That doesn't happen often. That's like a mechanic in this game that is useful for the characters who can do it. You just don't see it used that often because, well, one, you need a stage that has walls on it, which those are pretty rare. It's also really arbitrary which characters can do it and which ones can't, to be honest. What is this? Deltarune, big shot. I haven't played no Deltarune. I ain't never heard this song, but the kids like it, so I put it on the playlist. I am in the middle of watching Deltarune for the first time. I'm watching Joel's playthrough. Which... Is it mean to say that it feels like a Miiverse thread? At least the start of the game. It really feels like one of those, like middle schoolers talking about how much school sucks and like their edgy personas role-playing. That's how the first 15 minutes of Deltarune feels. Though I'm sure the first 15 minutes of the game aren't the reason the game is popular. So, I guess that's not too relevant. Chrono Trigger, battle theme. I'm also watching a San Andreas playthrough for the first time. I'm watching Joel's playthrough of that. And man, if there were like a black character who is like significant enough in the history of video games to be added to Smash, it probably would be Carl Johnson. But at the same time, like, do you want the only black representation in Smash to be, you know, like a criminal underworld boss? That seems kind of bad in some ways. His final Smash should be hot coffee. I guess you could have I guess you could have multiple Grand Theft Auto protagonists. It'd be fucking weird in Smash. I realize this. I realize this is a crazy thing I'm proposing, but humor me. Let's just imagine this. You get, what? Carl Johnson, the Russian guy in GTA 4, and those are the only GTA protagonists I know. I don't know what others they could have, but they could have like 4 of them, maybe. If they're of similar enough build and stature. Alright, that is the rotation deer seal. So, we'll have to go to the back of the line, please. Nope, okay. If he, if CJ eats too much on the ground, he becomes fat CJ. It's an Easter egg. He gets slower, and his hitbox gets bigger. His hurtbox gets bigger. There's no benefit to being fat CJ. It'd be odd to have so many GTA protagonists. I was just suggesting it'd be odd to have any GTA protagonist as a Smash Brothers character. Ketchup has stuck to their guns and gone random the entire stream. Kudos. I respect the hustle.
3, 2, 1, go!
What other black characters could conceivably be in Smash Brothers? There's not a lot of, like, main characters that come to mind. There's, like, the dude from Crazy Taxi, but how are you gonna, like, make a Crazy Taxi character in Smash Brothers? It's also not, like, having a black representation of characters any more important than having any other race represented, but... They have good fundies, but I think Villager might be their main. For Ketchup? How do you figure that? Felt way better on that character than the others. here's a character that does not play like other characters, so I don't feel like good fundies necessarily translate to a good Simon. As we can see, because they're playing very in Lelouch's face. This is not a projectile Simon, which basically means it's not a Simon. Is Necromancer your favorite Castle Crashers character? Is that why you're so big on Necromancer specifically? Do you wish they were better in Castle Crashers? Because as I recall, Necromancer's magic kind of sucks in that game. Which does suck because he is a cool character design. There's some dude in one of the meat cords. I think Physique is his name. He's a platinum belt, so he's a skilled. He's a brawler player with tournament results. And he mains Obama. Is his me. But he's also like he's a fan of the peasant character in Castle Crashers. Or like some background NPC villager or something he like is weirdly drawn to, so he's excited for now the workshop support so that he can turn this random NPC into a functional character. Of the villains, Necromancer is my fave. Yeah, that's kind of a low bar in Castle Crashers. You have the painter dude who you don't even know about until the very end of the game and just kind of looks off and unintimidating compared to the rest of the final dudes. You have the wizard who's just like a little wizard dude. He's kind of unintimidating, to be honest. The Ice King, who's just like a walking early 2000s shitpost. And of course, Lord Farquaad. Necromancer is kind of the only cool character in that game, to be honest. Usually regulated to Red Knight, since the people I played with are Fencer and the Industrialist. Is Red Knight, like... Do you think he's, like, the next best for insane mode, I assume you're doing? I know Blue Knight was popular, but I think that was more for, like, PvP. I am thinking about doing a... I'm thinking about doing a Castle Crashers stream one of these days. Maybe give the workshop a little more time to see what people make in that. That was a good effort, Ketchup. You got real far against the Lelouch. I think I'm gonna give the workshop a little time to see if people make any cool stuff in Castle Crashers, and then we've never streamed it, so we might do a playthrough of Castle Crashers. Could use players. You'd be welcome to join. Lush versus Gobbledy. Gobbledy? Har Gobbledy. Morgana feels like such an unfitting name for that type of character. Mostly because the only other Morganas I know are Skinny Ursula from The Little Mermaid 2 and like an omnipotent AI from Dot Hack Sign. Morgana is such like an evil woman character name. Apologies if you are a woman named Morgana. It just doesn't sound like a name that a cute mascot cat character would have. I think that's the point. Oh, wait, is it? I'm sorry, I don't know anything about Persona. Green Knight was my fave despite having the worst juggling in the game. I'm a loser. I like Industrialist. His best magic, and he looks really cool. Fencer does not look as cool. I like, I know it's not good magic, but I like the utility of having bombs on the characters that have bombs for magic. If the workshop is to, like, mix and match whatever types of magic you want, I might lean towards having the, like, the Industrialist splash and bombs for the projectile. I don't know, what do you guys think? What would your, like, mix and match magic be? Maybe the Blue Knight's jump attack so you can freeze people? I wish every character in that game had unique magic. It feels like it wouldn't have been that hard, but they just didn't, and there's a lot of repeats. And then there's some that's just kind of cool but useless, like the bears in their, isn't there splash magic? They turn into tornado instead of having an actual splash attack. I think that's the same for the sand dudes. I always liked the Beekeeper despite his magic being pretty mediocre. Even that could have had a utility. Like, they could have had, I don't know, poison damage on the bees. Maybe some kind of paralysis effect, something. It really feels like they could have made the characters more unique with just a little extra effort. Holy crap, the range on that counter.
We've done it.
I'm sorry, Gobbledy. Being a Sora is alright with me. Not with a Lush, though. Alright, I will give it the old college try. See, we're at 311. Let's go to 315 for the stream. We'll do this and one more match, and then we'll stop the stream. I'm sorry if you just got here, but we have been going for 3 hours. Over 3 hours now. You shoot me with your stupid bullet for 1 damage. Oh, he was behind me. Missed my back air. Maybe he'll think he can mash more than he can because I'm Ganon. Maybe that's how I win this. Yeah, counter that. Did he not know what Ganon's up special was? What did he think was gonna happen there? Hey, come to my ledge. I didn't have my jump. I thought I had a jump left. Yeah, do your stupid run. I think he's listening to the stream. I think he's mad that I insulted his counter attempt. Oh no, I'm feeling the Ganon. I don't have time to do anything. All my moves are too slow to come out. Yes! Yeah! Get Ganoned! Yeah, okay. I deserve that. The highs and lows of Ganon. Punishing the opponent for being an idiot. Then losing because you were an idiot. Yeah, keep doing it. Ah! Yes! Cut the roll! I haven't had a good win record today. I've been losing most of my matches, so that was nice. Alright, final match. Me and Omni Dragon. Actually, we'll do one more after this, because I respect Ketchup for going random the entire day. I gotta give him something for that. That was supposed to be a short hop, not a full hop. No. You're so short. You come up to my shins, Doc. Dr. Mario has to reach up to grab Ganon's balls. Okay, I still had to jump. That would have been bad. Ooh. That would have been good if I'd gotten that fair. You know, he's short, so I gotta detilt more, is what I gotta do. I say that knowing that he's listening to this stream. I can't nair. He's too short, he just goes under it. He's missing his text, that's probably the delay. And yet I keep expecting him to suddenly start landing them. No! That was definitely the delay. He knew that I would roll, and I did, and he missed the smash. I'm sorry, Omni. up smash is faster than I keep expecting it to be. That was supposed to be a get-up attack. Man. Alright. Real last match. Omni and Ketchup. That was close. That was a good back and forth. GG. What is Omni Dragon's profile picture? It's new. It didn't used to be that. It's like some giant swollen muscle dude, is it? No, it's Guile. Duh. Guile, pile of muscle. I don't know why it was so hard for me to tell what his icon was. Alright, Doc v. Ken on, once again, Kalos. I like Kalos. He only won because of the stage. Ironically, Ketchup got the most Guile Ken skin. He's playing Gen. Or Kyle. Yeah, Kyle. I like that. I kind of wish that K. Rool's fair and bear were reversed. I realize that's kind of like... I guess that's kind of why they did it, just to make it feel different from other characters, but... I don't know. I feel the reason that they're reversed on other characters is because a dropkick just feels more natural as a bear, and the spike just feels more natural as a fair. Imagine you could customize the forward and back inputs for every character. Would that be game-breaking? If you could just get bears as fairs if you wanted to? Ooh. There he goes. Ketchup got the first stock, but Omni's caught up. Imagine Cloud, but he could set his bear to be a fair. Which, again, doesn't really matter for, like, high-level play, because high-level players aren't going to be missing the bears. But, like, I'm bad at inputting them, so... I can't RAR consistently. I want them all, I want all the good moves to be fairs, so that I don't have to bear. That would have been a good opportunity, but Omni was not expecting Kyle to Shoryuken up onto the stage. I guess up air is mostly fast from the back, because that's where the hitbox starts. He got punished for attempting it in front of him there. Omni doesn't grab very much as Doc. Unless I just haven't been paying attention. There he goes. He's got good throws, Doc. He can do a lot off a grab. It's such a basic throw, just the overhead. And yet it's so much stronger than so many other throws in the game that look like they should be stronger. Poor Inkling's back throw is a fake kill throw. It looks like it should be a kill move. Which it is, I guess, compared to her other throws, but it doesn't kill until so high. The real answer is she doesn't have a kill throw. (48-22). Kyle still in the lead. Get out of here, Elf King. Oh, that would have been deadly if that Shuriken had sweet spotted. Oh, you can do it, Omni. Don't let Kyle win. Fuck Kyle. Oh, the back air did it. Ketchup wins again. And that is our final match of today's stream. Thank you everyone for showed up. Thank you everyone for showed up. 'Twas a good series of matches today. We had some good players, but no one was like super domineering, so that was nice. Let me just shut this down. We will be back next Friday with another arena, so come back then. We'll be doing the same thing, about the same time. We'll be doing something with Jack tomorrow, most likely. We'll probably finish Sly 3. And I have other games that I am planning to start solo throughout the week, Blur being one of them, so come hang out for that. Thanks again for joining, and I'll see you guys next time.